and invariably sell because they're very, very good salesmen.
This is groovy and marvelous, stupendous, magnificent, fantastic, very good smell.
Good chocolate. This is peanut candy. See how much? This are about the 3 rupees each. But that be honest, too much. Not too much. We got them cheaper from the other place. Big size, it's not small size.
Big banana.
Big banana. See what I got halves of?
This is a long jacket for men. A fur for generation, which goes from mother to daughter. A possum, Charlotte. This is antelope. This is Moulin, a Moulin coat.
That's it.
This is wolf. This is Persian kitten.
Yeah, I was explaining you something about the designing part of it. We transfer that whole design first onto the graph paper like this, make the full drawings of it. And that's all on scale. Then after that, suppose these are the colors to be used in this particular carpet. Each color has got its own mark and number in it. And those very marks and numbers you'll find everywhere over here that gives the color scheme for the carpet. Now that goes to the weaver on the loom. If there are 3 or 4 members working together, one of them will just call out the pattern, the call of the numbers, saying put so many knots of red color, come back, leave so many knots behind, put so many knots of blue color, white color, so on and so forth. Then that's how the designs are done. Now after we get them down, looms, we have to wash them. And this is what they look like when they're all completed. Look at a couple like that one. With the beautiful colors, the design in that one of it. That's like this way. They change the colors to here. Look at it this way, color in it, and then this way, it's quite different.
Has this got any silk in it?
No, it doesn't have any silk in it. It's all in cashmere wool, but since the cashmere wool is very famous in the world, you must be knowing it.
Most people think of Delhi as the capital of British India in the days of the Raj. In fact, it's a city with 2,000 years of history. Sitting at home, looking at the map of Asia, these distant lands seem quite close together. It's difficult to get the idea that after we leave Delhi, there's still 1,000 miles to go on our route to Kathmandu. In this part of India, we're in tourist country, but even though we are by now pretty hardened travellers, none of the group would forgive me if I didn't show them the Taj Mahal. It's my hope that people who start the trip as tourists may end it as travellers. A traveller is someone who proceeds through a country under his own initiative with a certain internal drive to learn, to find out something more than the superficial. The people who come with me are not quite that, otherwise they wouldn't be travelling with me in the first place. But equally, They need not be the sort of person who takes everything that they are told or read in a guidebook at face value. A traveller will question everything. He will not take anything for granted. Benares is, of course, a holy place of pilgrimage which draws Indians from all over the subcontinent. You'll see on the banks of the Ganges many ordinary people, many ordinary Hindus, performing not only their ablutions, but all the disciplines of yoga and the other arts of meditation. Every Hindu aspires to be cremated in order to have his ashes scattered on the Ganges. India is as crowded as one reads about. It is as hot as one reads about. But above all, it's a place of total and continuing pressure. Now, some people love all of these things about India. I personally can't take it for long periods of time, and it makes me long to get back up into the hills. Nepal has this fascination for virtually everybody that I know. I think it's the mountains. People are always attracted to mountains, and the Himalayas are very spectacular. The Nepalese people have got a reputation for great warmth and great courage. I think the other thing which attracts people to Nepal so much is the sense of mystery about the country. It was the real Shangri-La, which everybody liked to read about and dream about. And the extraordinary thing is that when you actually get to Nepal, you're not let down in any of these preconceptions of the country. Inevitably, I do get close to people on these trips, for better or for worse. And it is true that at the end of a trip, I do feel a certain sense of loss to see them go their own way. There may have been difficult periods during the trip, but usually by the end, one has a fairly cohesive group, and one which one can identify with quite well. In Kathmandu, we'll say goodbye. They'll go their different ways. I'll spend a month or so in Kathmandu, trekking, servicing the truck.